Hi, this is Di Garris and welcome to Top Tip 5. The question we're going to look at today, is my home going to be secure, is one of the biggest ones, especially for first-time investors who are looking at using that equity in their own home. And that creates a lot of stress for people because they want to make sure that the investment strategy that they have, for the most part, is quite low risk. And it is important to be able to understand what's involved in unlocking the equity that you've got in your home. For many people, they don't realise, in fact, how much equity they have. Sometimes this can be seen as lazy equity, but you certainly want to know what the figure is, and you certainly don't want to go beyond 80% of the equity that's available to your home. First of all, then, the importance of a low risk investment strategy. You don't want to put your own home at risk simply to commence an investment portfolio. So we need to run the numbers and ensure that we're investing at the right time, in the right location, and at the right price point. And that risk needs to be analysed, and the client needs to be very comfortable that they wish to move forward. The question of equity versus cash: always use equity rather than cash. Any cash that you do have should be used to pay down your home mortgage and then re-borrow from your equity to commence your investment. This is a far more tax-effective strategy. For all subsequent property investments beyond that initial one, you should be using only the equity that's building up in your investments, not in your home, to continue growing your portfolio. That's why it's so important to ensure that when you do invest, it's not just the yield that you're analysing, but what's the capital growth that you're expecting. You need to have that growth between 4 to 6% per annum, and it needs to be constantly and annually reviewed to check how it's performing. And we offer our investors regular reviews of their investment portfolio so that they can monitor that equity growth. Many investors come to us with sizable equity that they've had for as long as 9 or 10 years and feel like kicking themselves that they couldn't have done something earlier. The last thing that you need to consider is your capacity to gain an investment loan. Your mortgage broker and financial institution will lead you through the loan application process, but there are a few important issues that you need to be aware of in securing a loan. First of all, how secure is your job, and the length of time that you have been in your current job, and it needs to be at least 2 years. You need to have a good credit history, and banks will want to look at your ability to repay that loan. If you meet the lending criteria and the investment decision that you've made is based on sound research, your home ownership should never be in jeopardy. Thank you for joining us.